Sunday following Dad's death, we held a memorial service under the arbors at Martin's Chapel Church of the Nazarene in Troop, Texas, to honor and remember the life of Billy D. Ponder. We planned to gather here to honor the service he gave to the United States of America and the United States Navy, but due to additional issues with COVID-19, we were unable to hold a military honors ceremony and interment service here as planned. My brother and I, along with our mother, selected the Houston National Cemetery as the place to inter the remains of Billy Darrell Ponder in honor of his service to the country. Billy Darrell Ponder was the sixth of 7 children born to Reverend Willie Warwick Ponder and Mildred Lena Long on May 23, 1943 in Fairview, Oklahoma. In 1960, he graduated from high school in Marysville, California, and went to San Francisco to join the United States Navy. As a boy, he enjoyed listening to his Uncle Hillary talk about his life in the Navy, and since his eldest brother, Eldon Doyle, joined the Navy, Billy Darrell decided to join also. After completing boot camp in San Diego, California, he was sent to school at Naval Air Station Lakehurst in Toms River, New Jersey, where he learned about meteorology and weather forecasting. He became an aerographer's mate for the Navy and was sent to the Naval Air Station in Corpus Christi, Texas in 1961. While stationed in Corpus Christi, he met and married Janet Sue Brummett. Their first son, Larry, was born while he was stationed there also. In 1964, Bill received orders to report to the USS Interpreter at San Francisco. He and his family lived in San Jose, where their second son, Billy Jr., was born. 1965 took him to Guam at Fleet Weather Central, and they lived on Nimitz Hill. Bill was in a rotation to present the weather forecast on the local weather channel for the island. President Lyndon B. Johnson came to Guam, and Bill was selected to serve as a driver for one of the cars in the presidential motorcade, while the president and his press corps were on the island. In 1967, he received orders to report to Naval Air Station Cecil Field in Jacksonville, Florida. In 1969, Bill was sent to more training at Naval Air Station Lakehurst in Toms River, New Jersey. Following the completion of his schooling in New Jersey, Bill was assigned to the USS Canopus that was docked in Holy Loch, Scotland. Bill and his family rented a house across the river in the little fishing village of Inverkip, Scotland. In 1972, Bill was stationed at Naval Air Station Glencoe in Brunswick, Georgia. After 2 years in Georgia, he received orders to report to the Naval Air Station in Fallon, Nevada. In 1976, after 2 years in Nevada, he received orders to report to Fleet Weather Central on Guam. During this assignment, he worked in a secure facility and provided weather forecasts and advisories to military and classified locations. Bill and his wife Sue received an accommodation from the commander of the Naval Forces Marianas for administering assistance to a fellow serviceman in crisis. A neighbor drowned while swimming at the beach with his children. Bill and his family took care of the children until arrangements could be made to return the children to their family in Florida. While living on Guam, he completed his ministerial courses with the Church of the Nazarene and was ordained in Honolulu, Hawaii. In 1979, while stationed on Guam, Billy Darrell Ponder retired from the U.S. Navy with a service record of 20 years and 10 days. He and his family moved to Texas, where he continued his ministry with the Church of the Nazarene. He continued his studies at East Texas State University and the University of Texas at Tyler, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts. He served the Church of the Nazarene for 27 years. He pastored churches in Brunswick, Georgia, Walters, Oklahoma, and 7 churches in Texas cities of Commerce, Mineola, Weslaco, Corpus Christi, San Antonio, Devine, and Huntsville. He died suddenly on September 22, 2020 in Tyler, Texas. According to his wishes, his body was donated for scientific research and was received by University of Texas Southwestern Medical Center in Dallas, Texas. Although this is the final resting place of his earthly remains, we know that his spirit is not here. This is just the site where he can always be remembered.